Hey, what's up and hello? This is the Chris Nicole bringing you my views on life, love, and the world of entertainment through my eyes. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on what time you are watching this live. Hello, crew. Hope all is well. Good morning, good morning. What up, though, miss? How you doing, sis? So, I am here for Belle Collective, Season 5, Episode 4, Marie and Antoinette. If I had to rate this episode, I'm gonna rate it a no. Okay, yeah, we're starting off early, honey. We starting off early. Let me drink some coffee. And here's why. I'm starting to realize, well, I've realized it. It's just that I couldn't put a name to it. I'm realizing that some of these women, and not just on this reality show, but other reality shows, are caricatures. Okay. They are truly a imitation of an exaggerated character. And this is what they do. And you can tell it is very obvious when the cameras go on, they turn on. And it's just not real anymore to me. And I think that is my issue, is that a lot of these reality shows, they're turning up for the cameras. They're becoming these imitation, exaggerated characters. And it used to be a time that reality TV was still real in their responses and how they did things, even in their subtle shade. And nothing is just subtle anymore. But it's coming off just fake as hell. But I'm here to talk about it. But just make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Yeah, okay. Are you feeling what I'm feeling, Miss? I don't know why I think Letitia and England are faking. I think he lied about him quitting his job. I think I low key think he took a leave. Yeah, it's not adding up. But we're gonna talk about it. We are going to talk about it. And that is the first thing that we're gonna talk about, because it seems like almost every damn episode at this point, Letitia is crying. She always crying about something. And so, of course, we start off where we left off the last episode, where Glenn says he quit his job. And she's like, "You quit your job? You quit your job? I mean, you already know about my PCOS. You know about this. And look at this. Look at this. They done found something in my breast. I got to get a mammogram. Get me out of here. I don't want to talk." Letitia, bring it down a notch, just a notch. It's called overacting, mama, and it's a little too much. She crying, claiming that what is she gonna do now? What's she gonna do without her insurance? Because she got a mammogram. They gotta check and see what's going on with her breast. And so with that, honey, he's like, "What? What'd you say? Come here. What'd you say?" She go to the car and he's like, "I got you. I'll always take care of you." And they drive off. And I just can't help it. Thank you. It was given truly. Thank you. What's up, Joseph? It's given Tyler Perry sisters. It's given too damn much. Too much. It was just out of this world. Broke Mississippi, Boosie quitting his job. Oh, he do look like Boosie. Oh, shit. Miss, oh my gosh, he does give Boosie a little bit. Oh my gosh. So literally, this whole "I'm quitting my job without telling you, even though I have a son," it's just not adding up. It's not given at all whatsoever. I feel like in all this crying and stuff, it's just too much for me. Joseph, this episode was all right, better than the last one. Yeah, it's given no for me. I used to be an RN, and I haven't been retired. You have been retired for about 13 years. They don't send you results like she received them. Yeah, that's another thing too, because I'm at the mammogram age, and they did the same thing with me, and they didn't send me something on no damn freaking email. or even in my damn chart like that. Like, that's just a little insane. I have been grieving now. I need to let loose with jokes. Well, let loose, sis. You know we here for you. We are here for you. But yeah, all of that extra crying and shit, I'm not here for it. I'm not here for it. And yeah, exactly. I'm in mammogram world myself, and I've never received results like that. So this is why I just said it's a little bit of extra, not a little bit, it's extra. So, child, this child, Latrice. Speaking of caricatures, I'm shocked that I can say that again. One thing about that word, I know how to spell it, but I get tongue tied when I try to say it a lot of times. Speaking of that, though, honey, Latrice Child and her mama went to like a batting practice type of place. And this girl gonna sit up there and look at that man and say, "You look like you used to be in the NBA." Mind you, he only an inch taller than her. And I was just like, what the hell do she mean, Major League Baseball? And this dumbass literally in the confession, like, what's the baseball one? Is it the NIC? What is it? And the producer was like, "You talking about the MLB?" Yeah, the ML child. She know how to sell hair, but she ain't got no damn brain, that's for sure. So she's talking with her mom, and she's talking about how she got so much to do. She has her businesses, she has the restaurant, she got to help with her husband's businesses. And what does the Green Eye Bandit even do for a living? Can somebody help me out? Because I don't really know what he does for a living besides help her. Maybe he invested or whatever the case may be, but clearly he has to do something. But remember when I told you guys that she has this nervous tick about her? Like, if you ever look at Latrice when she's like on camera, she's constantly like moving her eyes and moving her mouth like she has this nervous tick. I don't think it's that. I think the problem is that, again, she's putting on for the cameras. She is in character. She's in caricature mode. She is trying to be that over exaggerated person for the cameras. So that's why you see her in this whole, she's constantly rolling her eyes and she's constantly giving this nervous smile because she's in lights, camera, action mode. So that's exactly what it's giving. Because I get sometimes annoyed. Like, I'm like, why can't she stay still? Why can't she keep her face straight? I don't think it's nerves at this point. I think she is pretty much trying to act for the camera. Bad acting, but acting for the camera. So her mother tells her she needs to find time for herself and really also have time to focus on herself, which I would agree. But more importantly, she need to find a man around her age instead of trying to replace the daddy that she say she didn't have. That relationship is just downhill times 1,000. And she literally was looking for a daddy. That's just what it is. Hey, Adrian, what's up? I call Latrice short circuit when she gets to talking. She gets the blink. See, I thought it was a nervous tick too. I thought it was a nervous tick too, but I think it's because we're not seeing the real Latrice on this show. We are seeing the Latrice that is literally trying to read the girls and do all of this extra shit so she can make some noise. To me, that's what we're seeing. He's on Sesame Street as Oscar the Grouch. Ain't that the damn truth? But you know what, though? Oscar the Grouch was one of my favorite characters growing up on Sesame Street. Oscar the Grouch was my dude. I thought he was hilarious as hell. So I wouldn't even give him Oscar the Grouch. Hi, T Hill. I feel that about Tamra. Oh, we're going to talk about her too. That's another one. Good point, T Hill. We're going to talk about her. This is why I say it's all character, no realness with a lot of these people. But yeah, so, whatever, Latrice. I'm going to move on from her ass. And speaking of T Hill, Letitia, which if you're new, by the way, welcome. Let me know if you're new and make sure you hit the like, share, and subscribe button. Daughter is so cute. Daughter look just like her daddy. That daughter looked just like her daddy. Hey, Hattori. Good morning from Utah. So they go out and they, I guess get some ice cream. And Tambra is in typical first parent overprotective mode. The daddy wanted to give the 10-month girl a little taste of ice cream. Now, last time I checked, ain't nothing wrong with that. She probably in the mode of bouting the teeth anyways. Do you guys have an issue with a 10-month-old having a little bit of ice cream? Tambra was like, oh my gosh, don't. She is not ready for ice cream. When you was a baby, did you have ice cream? I'm sure a lot of us had ice cream at 10 months, at 11 months, at 12 months. I'm sure it probably helps the gums feel better. So she literally was like, well, would you do that? And he was like, you don't even know my daddy had me drinking beer and everything else, whatever to make me go to sleep. And she was like, yeah, don't say that out loud. But with that being said, okay, so you do feel like she's overprotected. Tamara be lying. Did Tamara even try that baby? She looked just like her. Exactly. She's too overprotective. Maybe it's the new school mom. I thought so too, because I was like, what's wrong with her having a little ice cream? She's very cute, and she's the first time I'm scared of everything. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Lord willing, like God willing, if I become a mommy, I'm probably gonna be the same way. But I was just like, to me, that would help her gums. No, because when I was growing up, we had mashed potatoes. That's what I thought. My mama said I was table fed by the time. Thank you. That's why I was like, what's wrong with ice cream? That girl is 10 months. She not 1 month old. She 10 months. But anywho, so at that point, I don't know if they're together. It seems like they just have a co-parenting relationship. But he was like, what's going on? She mentions the fact that she saw Marie. Okay. And how she's still not over the fact what Marie did to her. And again, we say time and time again, 10 times over, yes, Marie was wrong with that whole situation with her ex. We get it. But he ends up telling her, like, instead of you keep talking about it or being so annoyed by what happened, you take the initiative to talk to her, get it off your chest. And I agree, because at a certain point, I'm getting tired of hearing this nonsense. You either gonna talk to her, shut it down, tell her how you feel, even if it's a F you heifer, and walk away. At least tell her how you feel. But yeah, we know Marie was wrong. We know Marie was wrong. So it's like, okay, when I was in college, I had my son, I gave him a drop of NyQuil to make him go to sleep so I could study. I didn't even know you were a parent in college, girl, in undergrad. That is amazing, honey. That is amazing. My baby had table food by 5, 6, but that okay, so I'm not tripping. I don't blame her, but Marie needs to apologize. Letitia apologized. She accepted it. She does. Marie does need to apologize. That is for sure. She needs to apologize. So, and Tambra agreed with that. She's another one, though, that I don't understand why she's on this show. Wow, miss. That's what I'm talking about. That you still sat up there, went to school, pledged, and sat up there and got your degree. I am proud of you. That's what I'm talking about. I actually have friends who had kids in school too that I used to babysit while we were in school. It's hard work, but they made it through. They definitely made it through. Just shows you women can do anything. Alexa, play Cheryl Pepsi Riley. Thanks for my child. Aw, you was in band too, girl? Jeez, you didn't have no time to yourself, Miz. But yeah, so Tamara is someone where I'm just like, I don't know who you are. I appreciate last season that she is a mom who started her mama journey over 40. I appreciate that because it definitely showed that it can be done, especially after having those severe surgeries, removing all of those fibroids. But other than that, I don't know who the hell she is. And she's a radio personality with no personality to me, which is just like, what the hell? Like, I know nothing about really her upbringing. I don't know what really makes her tick. She is just there to collect a check. And I'm just like, and trying to claim she's a friend to everyone, but you know how that goes. When you claim you a friend to everyone, you a friend to no one. But other than that, I don't understand. Like, I just feel like she not a smurfette. Somebody else said she does give cartoon vibes, but she just the problem, and I think it's because also we don't know how she acts. Like, and the one time that she did show up and show out and showed her ass is when she got caught up talking about Aikisha behind her back. And Letitia, remember that big scene when Letitia said that Aikisha's family didn't even want her, which was completely effed up. Timber showed her ass and was slamming on the table and stuff. And I think that's because she got caught up being messy as hell and she didn't like how it was going to look on camera. But other than that, I don't know anything about her. And I really need for her. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. It comes off super fake. Super fake. It just is. So yeah, I understood what you were saying, Letitia. Is it Letitia? But yeah, it just comes off fake. But we gonna move on. Speaking of another fake, another caricature. Selena is, of course, she is the host of her daughter's baby shower, and that is JJ's father, okay, and stepmother right there. And so she like, hey daddy, I'm so glad you came. I'm hoping her father come, because regardless on what we go through, we family. Look, Selena's storyline is this JJ So Gucci fiasco. Bottom line, that is her storyline because she keeps bringing it up in every damn scene when it comes to this. It's always about, I hope your daddy come. Did your daddy come? So at the baby shower, Tambra comes, Latrice comes. Of course, Latrice is like, the elephant in the room is JJ is not there. Now, question. How do y'all feel about JJ not coming? This may be an unpopular opinion, but I can see both sides to this. I know some people gonna say, regardless that your daughter show up, but I can kind of see both sides of this, but definitely let me know how y'all feel about JJ not showing up to the baby shower. And so with that, Selena was like, well, yeah, he didn't come, but his daddy here, his stepmama here, his sister here, and I'm really happy about that. So they had the baby shower, and Star looks beautiful. And of course, when they all talking, what does Selena bring up? How do you feel about your daddy not showing up? Selena, like, child, I see through Selena. I see through her. I see through her. And at this point, I'm over the storyline of JJ being your storyline. Honey, you supposed to be the it girl of reality TV in Jackson, Mississippi. You couldn't create a storyline besides talking about damn JJ. So this is why I'm saying I can see JJ's point of view, because we're going to get into that next, because JJ is out there cleaning a pool. I didn't realize how massive JJ and Soguchi's house is. They look like they got a huge ass house with acres, okay, and a huge pool. They definitely doing it big out there in Jackson, Mississippi. Let me see what you got. Okay, so you understand it too. Looking like a fortune teller. She sure did with that damn purple on. Or Letitia's probably closer to the pronunciation. Oh, okay, Letitia. Letisa. Letisa. I'm sorry. Okay, Letisa. Okay, I'm sorry, boo. I can butcher names. So if you come in a couple of times after this, I may butcher your name until I get used to it. So my apologies in advance. But yeah, that was a sad looking baby shower. It did kind of look different, low budget maybe, but again, I don't know to what extent like high end stuff as far as like banquet halls and stuff like that do they have in Jackson. Like, I don't know, I'm not familiar with Jackson. I'm sure they do, but again, depending on what their budget is, I would have put my pride aside and showed up for my daughter's baby shower. Okay, so you like, I would have put my pride aside. So you think it's a pride thing? Hey, Kashari, how are you? I'm so tired of JJ running around here with that little girl hairstyle. Yeah, I'm tired of it too. But they talk. Okay. And so he said, well, Star had a baby shower. And so Gucci was like, yeah, she invited us. And he was like, yeah, at this point, I'm about protecting my energy. I don't want to be around my ex. it's a no for me. And so at that point, so Gucci was like, well, I gotta get this. We gotta get this together when it comes to the girls. Like, Star's gonna be around us. She's gonna be around her mama. I don't want it to be uncomfortable. Yes, you know what I'm saying? I threw shade when I came into the room. She did throw shade, and she was like, but granted, you know what I'm saying? You got to know how to use your words sometimes instead of throwing hands. Very true as well. But then she says, and granted, I didn't have to press charges, but I was humiliated. I was embarrassed. Thank you, girl. I appreciate it, Letisa. Wes, welcome to the crew. Welcome to the family. So yeah, so literally she was like, I was humiliated, I was embarrassed, and I was like, oh, so blood being drawn didn't have nothing to do with this. It was about you being humiliated and embarrassed. See, this is why I'm saying at this point, so Gucci and Selena, wow, so Gucci is showing her maturity by saying that she is willing to do whatever she can to get JJ back right with his girls. I'm just like, girl, I look. We all can be humiliated and embarrassed. I don't know if I'm pressing charges because I'm humiliated or I'm embarrassed. Now, if I see blood drawn, I'm pressing charges. Like, especially when you threw a glass at me. Now, again, if blood is drawn and we throwing hands and it's a fair fight, then it is what it is. But when you trying to throw a glass, no, that's not cool. But so Gucci, I'm just like, you know what? But hey, at the end of the day, that's what she said, and she's willing to admit it. Selena, what are you willing to admit? That's my question. What are you willing to admit? Because neither one of you guys are right in this situation. Both of y'all are wrong. And too damn grown with grown ass kids to be acting this way. So when at that point, so Gucci was really trying to talk to JJ, and JJ was like, hell no, God darn it, God darn it, God darn it, hell no. Cause see, here's the problem in this situation, God darn it. Cause here's the problem in this situation, God darn it, God darn it, God darn it, God darn it. Here's the problem. Your mama sit up there and throw a brick and hide her hands. I said, oh damn, not a rock, but a brick. She will throw a brick and hide her hands. But here's the thing. I definitely could see that when it comes to Selena. Um he says God darn it. He said God darn it like 100 times, I tell you, in like a matter of a minute. Hell, 30 seconds. But this is why I can understand JJ's point. I think he knows his ex and his daughters better than anybody. What I do think is that this did make him look bad, especially for the people who are anti daddies ain't shit or man ain't shit anyways. You know that those type of girls and that mentality automatically gonna hate JJ for not showing up. But I think he knows, one, they are in cahoots to with this whole drama situation. I think he also knows that they are the storyline. He didn't want no drama. He wanted to be a peaceful situation. He didn't want no awkward situation. So he kept his peace, and he sat up there and kept his distance in the situation. Let me see. I don't watch the show, but I'm 4'11", 110 pounds. I used to fight for fun. No. Oh, I believe it. It always be the little ones. It always be the little ones. And y'all be the main ones who will hop on somebody real quick. So yeah, I'm glad she took some accountability. I don't know if it was for the camera. She did. Now let's see if Selena can do it. I think JJ is really upset because Selena made those 2 YouTube videos telling her side of the story of her beef with So Gucci and him. I mean, here's the thing. One thing about JJ, even though he talks, he seems to be a man's man. He may be annoyed, but it's not like he can't tell his side of the story. I feel like it's JJ So Gucci side, Selena's side, and somewhere in the middle is the truth. That's what I think. I really don't think that Selena is 100% innocent. I don't. I do not. Just like I don't think that So Gucci is 100% innocent either. So, yeah, I think that at the end of the day, he also knows that Selena is about the attention. She's about the spotlight, and she was trying to weasel her way on this show. She wanted to get on this show, and bam, lights, camera, action. She found the opportunity to go off when it came to So Gucci, not ever apparently speaking to her. And she found that moment to make it a moment. And I think he knows that's how she operates. Again, this is the same girl who apparently was doing the most on Bring It. She is for the shits. And I think JJ knows that. And I think he knows low key his daughters are with it too. Especially that oldest one, not the one who's not the twin. She definitely about that life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so she's definitely about that life. So I can see how JJ say, look, at the end of the day, especially when the daughters are making it seem like they got so much beef with So Gucci, which, again, this is why I say they all need to sit down and we need to get down to the real nitty gritty about what the hell is really going on in this whole situation. But I don't put anything past Selena. I don't. And so I can understand how he would rather stay away and keep his peace in the situation than to show up knowing the cameras were going to be there and knowing that Selena was probably going to put on and say whatever and do whatever. So I can understand it to a certain extent. I really can. Let me see. I believe some of that too. Joseph may play a part in it. Maybe he felt like something was going that exactly. Exactly. Yeah. Cut that hair guard, darn it. They are both wrong. I'm like, yeah, they're both wrong. They're both wrong. I know I just love my mother, but if she was wrong in a situation, I did let her know how I felt and she understood. Right, because right is right and wrong is wrong. You know what I mean? And the thing is, JJ, even though So Gucci is trying to make peace, JJ is like, if I ain't messing with her, ain't no reason for you to mess with her. So JJ putting his foot down about the situation. But So Gucci's like, look, I remember having a stepmom and like I just kind of did my own thing and didn't really respect my stepmom and how I didn't I looked at her differently and I feel like history is repeating itself and I really want to break that. And I appreciate it So Gucci for saying that. Like I'm over this or whatever, but at the same time she got to respect her husband's decisions. Her husband's decision is saying stay the hell away from her and that's the way she's carrying it. But child, this man, I couldn't help. I was like, here we go. These dang on god darn it shirts and him pointing at it. I said, baby, when he said, God darn it, look, God darn it, look, God darn it. JJ must be that dude in Mississippi with the type of money he makes because the damn sure ain't the looks. It damn sure ain't him being presentable. He, to me, walking up, I would just start laughing and he don't even have to say nothing because that's the way it's that's the way it comes off. Like I can't take you seriously. Like I really can't. I always put myself in other person's shoes to get the perspective on things. I can appreciate that from Gucci. Right, exactly. Selena was supposed to be on a season 1, but the son was okay. Someone has said that before. Okay, if that is the case, we're on season 5 though. So why is she just now popping up on season 4? So that's what I'm saying. Like to me, she, you know what I'm saying? Like, so you saying that all of those seasons in between, she just didn't want to do it, and now all of a sudden she want to do it. Like, does she have this type of mentality because she was supposed to be on season 1? Is she trying to say technically this is her show? Because I could see her being that way, like that too. Well, technically I was supposed to be on season 1. This is really my show, bitch. I could definitely see her being like that. I could see her being like that. I thought he was, and hi Sean. I don't know if you're new, but hey Sean, I thought he was pointing, not his hairline starting behind his ear. He keep on picking them damn ponytails. We're gonna start calling him patches. I do like Gucci. I do like that Gucci was at least trying to attempt to end the beef between her and Selena. JJ is like, nah, F that. I know she's his wife, but can't we all get along for the sake of the family? And I think that's what she wants. I think that's what she wants. Didn't Selena say she was on TV first? Yes, she did. When So Gucci called her an extra, which was unnecessary, but she did call her an extra. and she was like extra. She was like, I was on TV first. So this is what I'm talking about. Selena feels like she's that girl, and she is the head honcho. She is the Beyonce, so to speak. Hey, Indigo, I really don't know why Selena is on the show. At first, it was about women who own their own businesses. Yeah, but she apparently got 50,000 jobs, child. Now, I don't know if she's a master at any of them or just, a jack of all trades. But apparently she a bartender. What is she? A bail's bondsman. She all over the place, child. Shantae feels JJ still wants Selena. I don't know if that's the case. I think she said that was a production move. I really think that was a production move when she questioned that last year, where I was just like, where the hell did that come from? I don't know if that's the case, or production sat up there being messy, told her to ask him that, because they knew what was coming next, which was them trying to put Selena on the damn show. I don't know. Yeah, I think that was a production move. But Carlos King being typical messy ass Carlos King. But moving on. This is Letitia's daddy. Letitia's daddy look good for his age. I don't know how old he is, but she kind of looked like her daddy too. She ends up going what is it, mini golfing or whatever with her father, and she talks about, of course, Glenn. Sorry, you guys, you're gonna hear the cat in the background, but it is what it is. Talking about Glenn quitting his job and how she found, they found something on a mammogram, and he hugs her. And guess what? She cries again. She cries again. So, okay, so let me guess. It's always a Selena. Like, are you a big Selena fan, Sean? Like, are you? Can you see both perspectives on this, or are you just gonna be so I hate so Gucci and I'm Team Selena? Let me know now before we have this dialogue, because y'all Selena fans sometimes act like she can do no wrong. Like, now that I know how apparently she was on bringing and wearing white dresses to people's weddings and stuff, we're not going to pretend Selena is not a calculated mofo. We're not going to pretend that she is about this reality show wave and getting the attention and stuff. That's who she comes off as. But she wasn't featured on Brilliant and stated it. But here's the thing. There's nothing wrong with being honest about your feelings. The thing is, we don't necessarily know how Selena feels. Selena make it seem like it is all so Gucci. I don't believe that. But there's nothing wrong with her saying, I was there for JJ's kids, and I was there in this family, and literally they ousted me out of the show. But then you want to come on, what I'm saying, like this side, and try to take over, a show that I've been a part of. There's nothing wrong with her saying that. And I don't look at that as in she's bitter either. If that's her, those are her feelings, Not John Amos. He do kind of give that John Amos. Letitia fire that mortician Glenn. I'm telling you, her hair. Hey, Shayna girl. Her hair and her makeup, child. On this platform, we give our opinions and respect it. I hope you're not coming off. The reason why I'm a fan of Me Only Me, those are the facts. Okay, that's fine, but the reason why we're saying that, Sean, is because we have had some psycho ass Selena people come over here. You're welcome to be over here, definitely, but I'm just saying, do you see a So Gucci perspective and a JJ perspective? Because if you don't, and you're all about Selena, then yeah, you're just gonna keep talking about how So Gucci is bad and Selena is everything. So yeah, we was having fun in the live last night, child. We was talking about all these and stuff, child. Everybody online keeps saying the dad looked like John Amos. I could definitely see it. They tried to say she didn't take care of her kids. Who is they? Who is the they? It's okay, catch the replay, right? I always catch the replay. I can see both perspectives, but I hate JJ isn't involved with his kids. I think he's been involved. Like, well, first of all, let's make this very clear. They're all grown at this point. We're not talking about little kids, but I feel like if he feels that his kids are in cahoots with their mama and being disrespectful towards him and his wife, he also, in my opinion, has every right to say, until we can talk and you can respect me and my wife, and I'm going to distance myself. Because as far as I see it, I think JJ is like, come to me when the cameras are off. Let's talk when the cameras are off. Let's not use our family stuff as a storyline. And I can respect that. You know what I mean? Yes, they are right. What do you mean, Sean? Yes, they are right. I miss Slim Jim videos. JJ and Gucci. Oh, you're saying JJ and Gucci are right also? Got me over here singing good times. According to YouTube streets, he's in a lot of pictures on Instagram with the girls. Yeah, apparently they went to vacation. See, and this is what I'm saying. Remember when So Gucci's daughter came out talking about the drama when it comes to her mama, because she got her issues with her mama too. She feel like her mama was too busy taking care of JJ kids versus focusing on her, which is a side eye to So Gucci also, if that is true. But they apparently all went to Dubai. The girls, JJ and So Gucci, went to Dubai. So how bad is it really when y'all taking vacations and shit together, but then on camera it's a whole nother tune? So this is why I'm saying he may feel like they're putting on for the camera, and he's not about that, because they still apparently take vacations and stuff, but he's about restoring everything and probably getting everything together and not do this camera stuff. And I could respect him on that, because when it comes to family, all of that other stuff is unnecessary. Anytime you meet meet a famous, exactly. Star and Gucci have a good relationship, so that's crazy to stop them. Yeah, and she did mention Star. Star seems to be the level-headed sister. She really does seem to be the level-headed sister. And I think Star also knows why they wouldn't show up too. But she's going to keep the peace between her twin, her other sister, and her mama. You know what I mean? But yeah, so one thing I will say, Letitia, though, make sure you hit the like button on the way in. One thing about Letitia, though, when she was hugging her dad, it was a good moment. We really haven't seen a lot of good heart-to-heart daddy-daughter moments on here, so I did appreciate that. She was crying again, of course, but I appreciate the fact that she felt like she needed that moment for her daddy to love on her and tell her it was going to be okay. So definitely, yeah, I definitely felt that scene. But moving on to the BS, child. Yes, boundaries are needed, but he's still the parent, even though the children are grown. He got to reach out to the girls. I would side eye my mama too. But here's the thing. This is what I'm talking about, Shayna. They've been taking vacations together. Even when all of this beef was going down, like when it came to this reunion and all of this stuff, they went to Dubai. So it seems to me that behind the scenes, off camera, they ain't got no problem talking. Because if it was really that bad, I'm not going to Dubai with my daddy and public enemy number one to my mama. I'm just not going to do it, especially if there's the courts involved. So that's why I'm saying, this is why I say there may be a reason why JJ definitely is like, man, forget this camera shit. If we gonna work things out, we gonna work it out off camera. The face is casket ready realness. All I know is if Gucci, Selena, or JJ come on next season talking about the storyline, I just know it's gonna be all for play. I think it's all for play for some people now, and that's the problem. I think it's all for play now. Selena, that is Selena's storyline. And the crazy part about it is this has become So Gucci's storyline too. And I'm sick of this shit. So Gucci, I want to see you sell some houses. You in real estate, mama. I want to see what Jackson, Mississippi has to offer. I want to see that. Why can't we see you with clients or even fake clients, and we can see some homes in Jackson, Mississippi? So it's like that. It wasn't that old, Sean. That Dubai trip was during the last season when all of that drama went on. That was when that trip was, because I don't know if you saw when her daughter was on live. She said they're in Dubai right now, or they just came back from Dubai. I did not want to go. I didn't want to be bothered. That was after all of the drama happened with Selena and So Gucci fighting. So it's not that long ago. Marie needs to fire the lady. Did Marie change her nose? Because Marie, I know she lost weight, but did she get a nose job? They all need a storyline. Gushy is so tired. It's starting to look at Letitia got the worst fake storyline of them all, don't she though? Why do Marie live in a bad I does Marie live? I don't know. I don't know Jackson to know if Marie lives in a bad neighborhood. Her house looks completely laid out and nice, but I don't know if she lives in a bad neighborhood. But child, they do an improv class and hang that nose a couple of times. Cause I understand she lost weight, but her face do look different. They do an improv class, and when they get there, Letitia all of a sudden wants to explain who's gonna show up. And Akeisha was like, well, there's a court order here. So Selena ain't gonna be able to be in the same room with, so Gucci ain't gonna be able in the same room with Selena. And so Gucci was like, well, I appreciate you telling me that she coming. I wish you would have told me before. And Letitia was like, well, I just found out, with an attitude. And I'm like, Letitia, calm your ass down. And you freaking lying. You didn't just find out. You knew what was going on, and you knew. And that's my thing. One thing I can appreciate about Latrice is that she purposely do stuff for the drama of it all and the messiness of it all. Letitia will sit up there and bring all of these people together and be like, no, 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 I want peace. You're full of shit. You full of shit. So that's why I'm just like, stop the nonsense. Marie does look like she lives in the good with those prison bars on the window. Her house was piled up. Yeah, but does that mean it's a bad neighborhood? You got good neighborhoods that done had to pile up, especially parts of Atlanta. Shoot, instead of Letitia playing basketball, she should have had on cleats and a helmet playing football. She do be looking swole as hell though. She be looking so stuffed in them damn clothes. So at that point, I was just like, okay, Letitia, you knew Selena was gonna show up. But anywho, they end up doing improv, and it was at first it was cute. Them kind of making fun of each other or whatever the case may be. And then Latrice and Antoinette's ass come up in there. And I see where this is going, where Latrice is gonna feel like she has ammunition when those girls, her bodyguard and her mouthpiece, are in the room. Because one thing about Latrice, she got a mouth on her, and something tells me that she wouldn't even dare punch, even if somebody is kicking her butt. She can't fight. Literally, Letitia is in the mess with Marie, right? Tisha in the mess with Marie, but Latrice also. This whole scene, her walking in with Antoinette, both of them asses knew they was about to be messy. And so they come in and they were like, okay, we're doing improv. Would you like to do improv? Letitia fake behind hugging Antoinette like, oh, Antoinette. Girl, bye. I can't do the fakeness. But Antoinette thought she was coming in reading folks, and this fell flat. Her improv was so boring and so dry. I said, honey, if you was trying to get a laugh or a kiki, or you thought you was throwing shade about Letitia and even, I guess, Akeisha, talk about Ferris Street, it landed flat. It wasn't good. So yeah. So with that, yeah, okay. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. I don't. I don't believe that whatsoever. And I would like to know who she was actually fighting. Anybody can look like they can fight against someone who probably can't fight. But let me tell you something right now. I definitely think Marie will give her a run for her money. I definitely think Marie will give her a run for her money. Point blank, period. But Antoinette, it fell flat, and she was like, well, I don't have anything good to say. But yeah, I could try. You know how important this is? Do you know how important Fair Street is? Do you know how important it is? I was like, bye, Antoinette. But anywho, with that being said, they end up stretching and doing all of this stuff. And then next thing you know, Selena walks in. And so Gucci is like, that's my cue to leave. Now, let Selena tell it in her confessional. She said she didn't even know that was so Gucci. Sweetheart, if you saw everybody else's face in there, chances are the girl that you did not see, that person when you were walking in, was clearly so Gucci. You know this is a cast scene. So who the hell else would it be, Selena? Who else would it be? You thank you. She looked like she wrestled and body slam folks. So my thing is anyone, even people who can't fight, can look like they can fight against someone who's not a fighter. Look, I feel like she is all talk. She is all talk. And so at that point, so Gucci was like, gotta go. And Aikisha was like, gotta go too. So with that, Letitia come out with this BS talking about something. I don't want you to miss this moment. I have something to say to everyone, and I don't want you to miss out. In other words, I need this for the messiness of it all. So Gucci's like, fine. She walks back in there and she's like, Letitia's like, we need to get back together. Otherwise, it ain't gonna be no collective. We need to get this together. Right. Anywho, so even when that happens, child, next thing you know, Tamara's like, trust has to be established again. But then Antoinette comes in the play. Ain't been on this damn show, but she's being Latrice's damn mouthpiece. And Latrice claims she brought her because it's about forgiveness. They claim they about forgiveness, so I brought her. No, you brought her to be messy and she can be your mouthpiece. And she was like, the collective started attacking each other. And this is why I had to leave, because everybody started attacking each other's businesses. Yes, I would have to agree with that too. But why are you talking so much? Why are you talking? Why? Because Latrice is not willing to talk. But now Latrice is ready to be on some nuck if you buck, because she got not only Selena, but she got Antoinette in the room. So then at this point, that's when Maria's like, look, I'm checking out. I done had a positive situation with the Belle Collective. I done opened up a new business. This negative nonsense, I ain't got time for this, or whatever the case may be. And so at that point, she said, I got too much to lose. I got more to lose than anybody in this room. What you got to lose? What she got to lose? Medical licenses, government possible funding. See, again, at the end of the day, since you want to shit on her so badly, Latrice, she has more to lose than you. It don't take nothing to sell bundles, but it take everything to do what she's doing. That needs government funding a lot of times, government approval a lot of the times, medical professionals in the actual business. So yes, she does have a lot to lose. She has a lot to lose, but you sitting up there, and yeah, she does know how to get under Marie's skin. And here's the problem with that: Marie needs to stop allowing it, and she needs to read her for filth. But this is why I say Marie definitely looks like the girl back in the day who used to just fight people instead of talk, and she's trying to get away from that. She got a little temper on her, and I think at the end of the day, she will be the one to whoop Latrice's ass. She would be the one to, but she gives Latrice too much power. See, my thing is, the way that you get back at her is to read her down also as calm as possible. That's how you read her down. And then at that point, Maria's like, I got to get up out of here. And Letitia's like, this is why you and Latrice go back and forth. And Marie's like, I'm not about to go back and forth. And Latrice says, yeah, I'm not about to go back and forth with someone lesser than me. From my understanding, this girl come from humble beginnings, and her mother had to create miracles to pretty much take care of their asses. She definitely has the no daddy issues. She definitely has the husband issues. Lesser than you. This is where I would have read her for filth, and it probably would have went under the belt when it came to Latrice. She needs to have some humility. Because, sweetheart, let's be clear. You live in a glass house. No one is convinced that you have a happy marriage with your husband. No one is convinced of that. You find me someone who truly, genuinely feels like she's happy with her husband. But the fact that she said that shit, this is where, again, I have told y'all, and I am officially checked out with Latrice. That comment, absolute, thank you. Absolutely not. Girl, who the F are you? You sell bundles for a living. Bundles. Do you know how many people sell bundles out of their damn car? She has literally a medical, like an actual company that is medically licensed, helping people overcome drug, you know what I'm saying, addictions. Like, who the F are you compared to you selling bundles, you selling some chicken wings versus literally someone who is really making a huge difference in the community trying to save lives? You ain't saving lives with no damn bundles. Don't forget her club, bar, apartment, cigar lounge, UPS store, Kinko's, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, so to me, Latrice, this is that moment where Marie, she lost her cool, but she needs to find a way to be able to get under Latrice's skin. And trust, there is a way to get under Latrice's skin. There is a good way to get under Latrice's skin. But you could tell Marie was that girl growing up that she would rather fight people than talk to people. Latrice, keep on. Keep on. And she like another one that I'm gonna talk about later on, Married to Medicine. You keep popping off at that damn mouth. Someone who doesn't have anything to lose is gonna try you for that shit. They gonna try you. They are going to try you 10 times over. And to me, Latrice, she definitely need to meet her match in Jackson. But this is what I'm saying. She's a caricature. She's not a real person on here. Something tells me in Jackson, Latrice probably comes off very quiet, a sweetheart, total opposite of what she comes across on this show. I just feel like she don't have that mouth and she don't have that I'm better than them mentality in Jackson. Something tells me she don't. You know what I'm saying? Something tells me she don't. Marie is Giselle last season. You know what? I don't watch Potomac, Sean, so you're going to have to explain to me what that means to you. I don't watch Potomac. I stopped watching Potomac, I think, after the first or second season. You got to use her name Short Circuit. Yeah, seriously. Seriously. So yeah, but the thing is, I hate the fact that she let this girl get to her. She really because look at this. She was enjoying every bit of it. And when you see somebody enjoying every bit of trying to get under your skin, you don't let them get under your skin. Or you get under their skin. And all you got to do is mention her freaking daddy, because that's literally who she married, her daddy. You know what I mean? Like, that's all you got to do. You know what I mean? And talk about that to really get up under her skin. But again, Marie, I'm telling you, I let them get it on. Let them fight. Marie will knock the brakes off of freaking Latrice. I call him Uncle Daddy. Yeah. So in the way he talked to her, please. Please, like this is what, but you could tell Latrice is that person. She's a hurt person who wants to hurt someone. That's who she is. You know what I'm saying? That's who she is, at least for this show. Hurt people, and that's what she wants to come across. And of course, the girls of her generation think is cute. Because, you know what I'm saying? Like, for whatever reason, it's cute to have the mean girl energy for whatever reason. I don't know why. And for people who are saying Marie started it, Marie sat up there and said something about her hair and her hair not being of good quality. But that is not about to break anybody's business in this bundle world. In fact, I have found that when people get bad reviews on hair, they numbers still go up. They numbers still go up. Like, to me, that ain't even a diss anymore when it comes to bundles. But what you can do is try to affect her business and claim that she's allegedly practicing fraud of some sort. That is damaging. Now, funny enough, though, when Latrice did the improv and did Marie, I did kind of chuckle at that because she did kind of get her voice down about her being a snake. I did laugh at that because she was like, Latrice is a snake. That's the way Marie do sound. But at the end of the day, if she had anything to do, and she's not going to admit it, if she had anything to do with Marie and the government coming for her about that fraud stuff, she is a snake. Bottom line. Prime example, Stormy Steele. Some of the improvs were funny. I was kind of chuckling. I was definitely chuckling for sure. But yeah, the blogger had dirt on everybody in Mississippi. Which blogger? Which blogger are you talking about, Sean? I don't know. I typically don't like with name dropping random bloggers and stuff that I don't know or don't support because you don't necessarily know what they represent. But your literal real life Karen friend acted a fool. Which Karen friend? If I'm Tam, I would never forgive Marie. It looks like they're gonna talk next episode. We'll see what Marie says about her bad behavior. We'll see. Um, yeah. Well, my thing is this: do they have dirt on every single person on this show? Now that'll be something I'm curious to see. I'm curious to see. Oh, yes. Yes. Antoinette friend. Yeah. So, and I don't understand why she's back on this show besides she's trying to get back on this show. I don't understand that. But what I do know is Latrice seems to really be nuck if you buck this year, just like a little bit she was last year, because now she has two allies. She has two allies. She has Selena and she has Antoinette. But the reality is, I didn't like the fact that Marie allowed her to get under her skin. I would have sat up there and read that girl for filth and walked out because at the end of the day, Marie, Latrice, you can't do what Marie does, but Marie can do what you're doing. And that's the shade of it all. You talk about Marie, but you cannot run the operation that Marie runs. You cannot run that type of business. But I can almost guarantee if Marie wanted to start selling hair and open up a restaurant, not only would she do it, she would do it to perfection and execute it. Trust and believe. She definitely has that business acumen. You can tell. So you could talk all day long, but if it wasn't for yo daddy, you wouldn't be able to do half of the shit that you're doing. Hell, 3/4 of the shit that you're doing. Those, honey, are the facts. And that's what Marie should really be coming at her about. Like, at the end of the day, girl, I can do what you do. I could easily do it. But with that being said, why did my husband just say that Selena looks nice, but half of her stomach was in her pants? I mean, Selena, for her to have 5 or 6 kids, she do look good. They ain't no shade. Like, I'm not a hater. At the end of the day, she does look good. I don't know if she's had work done, but she does look good. That's one thing she is. She is no joke when it comes to business. The one that talked about Marie's business, he's in jail now. The blogger went after the government officials and celebrities in Mississippi. Oh, the one that talked about Marie's business in jail now. That sounds like karma to me. If Marie had a better attitude, I think she would be the definition of Belle collective woman. True, but you know what's so interesting? She operate out of her pain of not having her mama, just like Latrice operate out of her pain of not having a daddy. Interesting enough, they both have abandonment issues, and that's why they probably clash more than anything. That's why they probably clash more than anything. But with that being said, you guys, that was the end of this episode. We'll have to continue to see, honey, but it's giving caricatures to me as far as people saying, "Up, cameras is on." Now I gotta over exaggerate what this type of black woman is, and I can see through it. I really can. I cannot stand at this man. He's hilarious. Yes, he is. Tell them what's up, CPT. Oh yeah, drop the T. Yes. But with that being said, and Sean, definitely come back. I don't know if you subscribe, definitely come back. You definitely did bring balance to the conversation, and I appreciate that. I really do. So with that being said, you guys, I am doing another live. I'm doing Married to Medicine later on today. But we'll have to see, honey. We will have to see. But apparently Marie House get a little bang bang biggity bang bang, honey, and she make it seem like someone was actually out for her, which is quite interesting. And then we kind of see the downfall of, I guess, the mandem, which I don't know if that's necessarily a downfall, child, because look, at the end of the day, JJ and what's his name, what's Willie? JJ and Willie are just different type of men than Glenn and Green Eye Bandit, and that's just what it is. He said, "Hi, enjoy your yes, enjoy you, Sean. Absolutely. Like the video and subscribe, everyone. Yes, yes, yes. I subscribe. Good. Welcome, Sean. Welcome." So that's exactly what it is. Marie probably sees Latrice as herself when she was younger, and that's why they can never get along. Exactly. Exactly. But all of this, I gotta act a certain way for the cameras. It damn sure ain't gonna work. I need to at least them be able to be adults at least in one damn episode. But with that being said, you guys, love you guys so much. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I will see you on my next video. Toodles.